inspiring scientists like Stephen Rowe to test the true strengths of the skull.
We're looking at a potentially horrendous predator here. This would have been a very scary bird.
How scary? Working at Australia's University of New South Wales, Stephen Rowe has loaded his computer with detailed data from a terror bird skull.
What I've done here is build a very detailed computer model of the skull of a terror bird.
Rowe has put his model through simulated movements to measure the stresses on the terror bird's skull in the attack mode during the violent mechanics of a kill.
What this allows us then to do is to digitally crash test the animal, or digitally crash test the skull. So we can run it through different hypothetical behaviours to assess just how well the skull performs.
Rowe's crash tests measure what kind of stresses are on the skull when the terror bird swings its head down, when it pulls its head back, and when it shakes its head from side to side. Stresses in the simulation are color-coded.
Blue means very little or no stress. Green, a lighter blue through greens is medium stress, and then up into red, pink and white, high stress regions.
The digital simulations offer insights into the bird's attack capabilities as well as what might give them trouble. The analysis supports the belief that terror birds use their heads to swing down, striking pickaxe style into prey.
The animal, prey item at the tip of its beak here, and it's moving its head down. Its neck muscles are pushing the head down into the prey. Under these conditions, the beak itself is not under a great deal of stress.
When the terror bird bites and pulls, the skull also shows a lot of blue, meaning very little stress. Pulling with the beak is classic behavior for a bird of prey.
The terror bird is well adapted to that prey apart with its beak by driving the beak in and pulling with that wickedly recurved tip of the beak there.
But Rowe's electronic assessment also revealed a weakness in the mighty terror bird. In attacking and feeding on prey, it would never shake its head from side to side.
Here in this third simulation, the bird is biting down into a prey animal and shaking its head from side to side. And under these conditions, the terror bird's skull lights up like a Christmas tree. It really does not handle that kind of stress well at all.
While Rowe's simulations show how the hardware of the terror bird's head was used, Whitmer and Chandler are reaching beneath the skull's surface to uncover clues to the creature's behavior.
But here, I mean, it makes this complete shield across the top.
The CAT scan goes beyond the beak, delving deeply into the terror bird's head with unexpected results.
Well, one thing that the CT scan showed was really quite a surprise, and that is, if we look on the inside here, is that within the beak was a large hollow cavity. This was completely unexpected. It was completely hollow, which raised the question, why would they have this completely hollow structure? One thing I think could be going on here is that this bill, this hollow bill, was a resonating structure. They may have actually used, like some birds do today, sort of clacking movements of their jaws that would have resonated within this large hollow space.